Lego Mixels. What could possibly go wrong with them? Probably their design. Their Lego version is very weird, but their design might be the weirdest. So we're going to be discussing the top 10 weirdest Lego Mixels there are in animation. This is just my opinion. So if you don't think these Mixels are weird, that's great. And also you, Wii U. I don't know how to say your name, but if you're somehow watching this, then you need to comment on more of my videos, like this one. Anyways, let's do this. Number 10, Busto. It's very cool that it's one of the weirdest Mixels, but it actually doesn't really look too much. It looks too much of a cage. Or maybe this thing really is a cage. But if this thing is a cage, then it should be in a cage as a cell. How could it be a cop if it's a cage? It's too much. And why even the siren head? That's too weird. Number 9, Wacka. I don't know what Wacka is supposed to mean. Very hippopotamus, like a 2-in-1 chomper. Up top there's Wacka, and on the bottom Wacka. What's up with Wacka's teeth? Is Wacka not eating so much candy that instead it kind of rusting his teeth? It's rusting Wacka's teeth. That's not how eating is supposed to work. Candy is supposed to harm your real teeth, not your inside bones. And what is even supposed to be in his other hand? Is that supposed to be more candy? And plus, why does Wacka only have one eye? It looks too much like a Cyclops thing. Wait, maybe this thing really isn't Cyclops. Maybe it's just designed that way. But I think I have a bigger chance of figuring out what this is really supposed to be from the Munchos tribe than for the next one, which is the real Munchos host tribe, which is the Fang Gang. That's spoilers, because you can really see the black words right now. Number 8, Chomley. Man, I just really don't know what even this is supposed to be. It looks too much like a frowner. And plus, why the goopy Tabu eyes? And plus, it has so much claws and a very rusted tooth. If I was sitting in the toilet like I am right now, and I had to sit next to this guy high by the toilet, I really wouldn't like that. And plus, if I had to see him, I would have to flush the toilet really hard, like this. Anyways, and also the build doesn't even include hands. They couldn't even design hands they couldn't even build hands as well, that they had to use clumpy pieces. Number 7, Zeorge. Oh my goodness, what this Infernite, which is one of the first Mixels, is a super junky prankster. I mean, how could he be super fast? As the average Mixel, actually is like Zeorge, just a little less prankster-like and a little less design and a little slower and from a different tribe. But Zeorge, this guy's weird. And why is fire going from his bottom? Is that supposed to be his boost? What happens He poured water on it. Is Zeorge gonna go all so slow? Number 6, Chillbow. The creepy clawer from the Frosticons is definitely a weirdo. And plus, not just only he's got claws and some very angry eyebrows, but why the super sharp teeth on top with no teeth on the bottom? You can't eat food with that. And what even is supposed to be up on his head? Is that supposed to be his brain? Is his brain on the outside and it's all frozen due to the fact that he's a Frosticon? This guy's weird. But I'm pretty sure I have a closer chance of trying to figure out what this guy is than the next one. Number 5, Moogly. Okay, being a Glokis are very, very creepy. Mixels, like Moogly. Moogly's cool because at first you think you're building a boat, but it turns into this cool guy. But what's even up with that one glowing eye with a Cyclops hat? Does he live somewhere cold, like the Antarctic? And why only four eggs? This kind of reminds me of a dog thing. And since he's a Gloki, it kind of reminds me of the devil's pet dog that lives under your bed. Number 4, Torts. Okay, I see a lot of mixes with Torts out there. And if you who mix with me like Torts, you're probably going to find a piece that makes up his mouth. But Torts' mouth is definitely a dupe off. Even though he could be a little weird like mom is, I don't think he's as weird as the last 6. If I had to look at this 24 hours drinking milk, I wouldn't even get to understand what this is. I mean, the eyebrows are super not connected. And what is that supposed to be above his mouth? Is that supposed to be some sort of beak? And why the goop hands? Is Torts some sort of goopy bird? I'll never figure out what this is. But maybe I might figure this out. But it's going to take a long time. But maybe I'll find out what this one is. Well, I think I'm closer to figuring out the meaning of Torts than number 3. Number 3, loot. Okay, I mean like it's called loot, but not like money loot. The Mixel loot. What's even up with this new hoot? He's got with this what even is this supposed to be? Is this supposed to be some sort of chest? Has some crabified chest? And plus, has wide and crooked, had a small and giant hand, and the 6 legs for creepy crawling. Yeah, 6 legs like Wiz was. But I think Wiz was is a little bit good. Anyways, what? Why? Look at it. What's inside his mouth? Golden coins? Does this guy eat coins for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks? This guy's weird. And plus, if he does do that, how is he able to eat that even with just 2 flat top teeth with no teeth on the bottom? That's just too weird and impossible. And don't get me wrong with the lock. That's weird. And what's even supposed to be in a shorthand? Is that supposed to be more golden coins for eating? Man, this guy's weird. Number 2, Gobble. Now I could explain a million reasons why I think this Mixel is weird. It has a green tongue. Its colors are odd. It eats raw fish. It's got four-wheeled weird wheels. Its mouth goes in 2 different directions. And it's got only 3 teeth on the top, but 5 sharp teeth on the bottom. So there's no way you could eat that. And don't get me wrong with the green tongue. That's odd. This guy's a real whole fish-breathing trash can. Number 1, Timester. Just why? Why does this thing even exist? This thing doesn't even know how to talk. It's got a super weird tongue. It's got it's got short fluffy wings. It's got claw hands. It's got sharp teeth. It's got weird color scheme. It's got too much into it. That's weird. Oh, this thing doesn't even need to exist. Anyways, that's all. Well, I mean, that's all for the list. But before we go, but now let's take a little recap. Number 10, Busto. Number 9, Wacka. Number 8, Chomley. Number 7, Zeorge. Number 6, Chillbow. Number 5, Moogly. Number 4, Torts. Number 3, Loot. Number 2, Gobble. And number 1, Timester. Before we leave, let's do 4 honorable mentions that would have made the list if it was a top 20 weirdest Mixels, or maybe a 15. Number 13, Rocket. Okay, here's what's weird. It's his hands include laser beams, and in the build, it looks like someone chopped off Rocket's hands and replaced them with laser beams. And plus, what's even with these weird eye things and these teeth? And what's up with the dome thing on his head? And what's inside it? Is that supposed to be his brain? But what's cool about this is that it has a boosters on it. So it didn't make the list. There's a couple of weird things about it, like the fact that Busto didn't really get high on the list, but actually made it, unlike Rocket. But what's weird is that it's on page 13 and it's number 13. Number 11, Mesmo. This was tastic is not fantastic. Hey, I rhymed there. And anyways, this guy has got a beard. He's got flappy wings. He's got a dumb tail. He's got 2 witch hats, and he's got crooked teeth, and he never smiles. This is a party ruiner witch. But due to the fact that but due to the fact that Mesmo is kind of good on some people's list, this guy did not make the list, but he's super close to making the list. Number 12, Footy. Okay, it doesn't really look like much. It's got a lot of spikes, but there's a lot of discords to it. It looks too much like a mouth on stilts. Cobrax. Yes, I know. If you take out the X in Cobrax, you get Cobra, which is definitely the Cobra in his tongue. But it's weird. And are these swords even connected to his hands? And these pieces are very good, but in the build, it looked, if you could see, the build looks a little bit incomplete. Illuminati. And that's it for today.